So, I would just like to start off this video by saying that I live at a beach house. So, I have decent experience with this topic. So, as I just said, I live at a beach house. I got a private beach, I got all that shit. And private beaches, no matter how glamorous they may seem, ignore whatever that is in the background, no matter how glamorous they may seem, they're kind of boring, especially for me since I live sort of away from everybody. I live like 2 miles away from the nearest quote neighborhood unquote. I only got like 4 houses around me and they're kind of spread out. So I share the beach with my family and like a few other people. So yeah, it's kind of boring. You would think that that would be the best thing ever and I can play on the beach all day, but not really. It's actually sort of made me resent beaches. Because in the beginning I would used to go down to the beach, but now it's just becomes sort of a boring thing. It's just me going down there alone or with my family. But even then, with my family, what are we going to do? We're going to talk just like we would have up at our porch at our house. And yeah, we could go in the water, but for most of the year, even in the late spring, it's not really good weather for water. Because, first off, in the late spring, the water's still kind of cold. Even though the air isn't, the water is. Especially because I live on the ocean. So, water's cold. Then the only other thing I can do is play in the sand. But my beach isn't even made of sand, it's made of rocks. It's hard to find shells. I could go like oyster or clam fishing, but that's not fun for me. So the beach sort of just sits there, lonely. Nobody really goes on it because it's not fun. And then the path to the beach is just a steep hill that had been recently filled to the brim with weeds and grass. You couldn't even walk through it. It only recently got cleared up, and when you tried to walk through it before, it would be filled with mud. So it kind of sucked. And the thing is, you get a good amount of wind when you live on the beach, which isn't always fun, especially since I live in an old house. So the wind comes crashing down on my windows and I hear it at night. And I already have trouble sleeping, so that doesn't really help. So the only time we can go down to the beach is in the summer. But again, that's boring. Especially since, as I said, I live far away from people. I live far away from all my friends. So it's kind of a hassle for them to come over here. Same with family. Like, not my internal family, my external family. Like my cousins, my uncles, my aunts. They all live far away too. So I really have nobody. Nobody to play with on the beach. We have a few inner tubes, but that would just be me going down there alone in the ocean. You know how boring that is? Just to sit there on the water? It's a lot of fun with friends, or if there are other people around, but not when you're alone or just with your family. Especially since you can't stick your feet in the sand and make sand castles. That might be a bit more fun. I could take up that hobby, but I can't. So, yeah, hold on. There was really no point to this video besides saying that private beaches suck. I mean, public beaches are a bit better, and I'll talk about that in another video, but yeah, even public beaches suck. So I'm just going to say all beaches suck. or at least in my case. Now, to those people who have private beaches but live around their friends, good for you. You can have fun at the beach. You can go, swimming with your friends, but for people like me, we really can't. So yeah, that's all I had to say. This is the second video I'm making today. I'm making this on Monday, the 25th. So yeah, and I made the school one earlier. And this was sort of in the same manner with no script. So yeah, private beaches suck. See you guys in the next video.